Welcome back to the Early Show.
And speaking of Halloween, the last thing you want your little...
Are your finances looking a little scary this Halloween? You may have to trick yourself a little to find the path to financial success. Early Show financial contributor Vera Gibbons is here with us this morning. Good morning, Vera.
Good morning, Maggie.
What do you mean by tricking ourselves into financial success?
Yeah, in the spirit of Halloween, we're all having a little bit of difficulty making ends meet. We lack financial discipline, a lot of us. So this is just an easy way, beyond the latte factor, to spend less and save more.
You say one of the ways we could do that is by saving regularly for recurring expenses, like the daily latte?
Well, this is a trick to actually avoid the credit card, prevent yourself from relying too much on the credit card, as a lot of people do. What you do instead for those big expenses, that would be your semi-annual expenses or your annual expenses, set up all these different savings accounts with an online bank, like an ING Direct or Emigrant Direct, whichever has the best yields, and then you want to funnel money regularly into these accounts on a regular basis. So, for example, you may have a holiday gift fund, you may have a vacation fund, all these different funds, and you link them to your bricks and mortar checking account and you put the money in on a regular basis. It's all done online. You don't have to think about it.
It never goes into your spending account, so you're never tempted to use it.
Exactly. Okay. That's the trick.
Love that. Next one, wield a stick. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, this is for people who work better under the premise or fear of being punished more so than the promise of actually being rewarded. You know that type. Yeah. So what you do instead here is you set up savings goals for yourself. You want to save $50 or $100 a month extra, for example. You tell your friends about it. You have someone monitoring the situation. If you don't actually meet these financial obligations, you are punished, and you have to pay a penalty.
It's good.
So that's one way to go. There is actually a website out there that can actually help you with this, help you actually set this up, called stick.com, stickk.com, set up by or arranged by a Yale economics professor. You can set up any kind of resolutions you want on there, from losing weight to saving more. And studies do show, the research does show, that if our finances are at stake here, we're more inclined to actually stick to our goals.
People need that kind of incentive sometimes.
Yes, they do.
All right, the next one's pretty basic, but worth reminding people. Use cash for all your expenses.
Well, Maggie, this is just sort of the foolproof way to keep your expenses under control, as you very well know. It also helps with the impulse buys. As many as 1/3 of purchases are bought on impulse, so a lot of that is going on. And we spend more on our credit card, up to 1/3 more, according to one estimate, when we pay with our credit card versus cash, because we have that emotional attachment to cash that we just don't have with our credit card.
Pay bills automatically.
Well, this one kind of goes without saying here. I mean, everybody has excuses as to why they can't pay their bills, why they're late, but the end result is the same. Your credit takes a hit, and that affects your ability to buy a home, to get an apartment, to get a job. So it's just ridiculous here. You've got to get this under control here. Pay your bills automatically. You can set it up through your bank in many cases, or through the individual billers, your cell phone company, your cable company.
Very easy to do.
It's easy to do. Once it's done, again, it's something you don't have to think about. So setting it up may be a little bit cumbersome initially, but once it's done, you're done.
All right, you've shown us your tricks. Give us one treat. Give ourselves a raise.
Yeah, give yourself a raise.
Allow us that.
Here I'm talking about changing the number of allowances on your W-4. A lot of people don't. 120 million returns processed last year by the IRS. 70%, a whopping 70% got a refund. The average refund, $2,400, which tells us we are having too much withheld. So you want to change the number of allowances on your W-4. Push that down. That pushes up your take-home pay, and certainly it's better to get that money as you earn it rather than give the government an interest-free loan, which is in essence what you're doing.
All right, Vera, thank you so much.
Thanks, Maggie. Happy Halloween.
Same to you. Coming up next, hip-hop's T.
What's up? We have a very special performance by American Idol runner-up Adam Lambert.
I like smoking lightning. Heavy metal thunder, yeah, racing with the wind, and the feeling that I'm under, yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace, fire all of your guns at once and explode into stars like a true nature's child. We were born to be wild. We can fly so high, never gonna
And America has voted Maggie Rodriguez. You are safe. Mags.
Thank you.
Who knew you were like channeling?
Who's Mags?
You're method acting here. This is what we've got
Hey,
going on.
Mags.
Adam, you rock the house.
You know what? I can't imagine how nervous the real American Idol contestants get.
Were you a little nervous over
I'm
there?
still like this. And then I couldn't hear the music. I think I started lip syncing before the lyrics started.
No, it was perfect.
I want a do-over.
But Mag, when you were like on the ground doing this kind
this
of
is
thing,
Have you met a lightning?
did you watch a lot of tape on Adam?
I watched the American Idol performance over and over again.
Well,
I watched the American Idol performance over
And what
and
I
over
can't
again.
believe, this is dedication, because you cut your hair and you
Yeah?
dyed it.
What do you think?
And
Do I look like him? Yeah! Adam Lambert? All right, well, let's meet our next Halloween performer.